Broadcast up. What league you in? You got I was about to say you drafted that fantasy draft. I'm like, God damn, all them motherfuckers.
It is a
I knew it was about to snow too. I just knew it was gonna fucking snow, bro. I had that in the back of my head. I'm like, watch it snow.
The white stuff here at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Cleveland Browns. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. Brought down by the quarterback, William Jackson.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
This patch made your playbook. You got to, like, pick your plays twice.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Regular. Watch it. Hey, alert 3. Watch twist. Watch the twist. Point it right. Watch one.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Joe Hayden from his quarterback position on the sack that time.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Yeah, I got some shit.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Mayfield now. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
You said what?
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Alert, 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 alert. Check 13. Regular, regular, regular.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Open man is Anderson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 36. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Real. Check three, check three. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Tighten up.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
They gonna need some therapy after this. Point it right.
Mayfield to throw it.
Dang.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Man.
That is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but...
I'm about to mute Twan. I had to mute that nigga, I can't let that nigga song me out.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10.
Push him back. Watch safety creep. One. Safety's creeping. Hey, watch the edge. Switch.
Play fake. Mariota. Well, he's going to take a shot right. And that's caught inside the 35.
Get the fuck out of here.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Smith.
You said that ain't him. That's what I
the tackle to Darius Slay. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Here's the 6th-round pick from Oklahoma, Rodney Anderson. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check, check. Fresh down.
A give to Smith out of the gun. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Check three. Check hot route. Hot. Twin.
On the run, it's Smith.
And
stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One. Check. One. That's the way.
Here we go now with Smith. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
King. Shoot. Run. 56. Mike.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Yep.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield looks to throw.
Why was it? That was a missed throw. He threw that crazy.
William Jackson with a pick.
He threw that crazy, bro.
Get this back
He was
across
wide
the
open.
midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly
Bro,
show
that was
patience
some bullshit,
there,
bro.
did they?
Just wide the
Just
fuck
down a
open,
score,
bro.
they come out firing right away and compound
Wide
things
open,
by
too.
throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
He just did some bullshit.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 48-yard line.
I knew that was coming, though.
Ready? 180. 53. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. One. Out. Check.
They'll run it here with Smith.
Run.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On 3rd down, Mariota. Smith catches left side. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First target, first catch, and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, pick your game up. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check. One. 3. 1.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Green's got it over the middle.
Yeah.
And they're going to be
set
set
the shit out
down
of
on the 15-yard line.
And he ain't overthrow that
Nice
bitch.
gain of 21 yards.
It's a game of
This shit is
matchups,
fucking
and
bogus.
that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's trying to eat this motherfucking clock up.
At the 17-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
I know he slow. He got it then. Nah, man, he overthrew the ball, bro.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Bullock will put this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
51, Mike 51.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember,
it's all about
the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Pick me up. Here we go. Kill.
A first down carry for Smith. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will take it all in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Run. 51 to Mike, boy. 51.
Hey, let's get off the field, D.
Hey, Delta. Mike 51. Mike 51. Pistol. Let's see what you got.
From the gun, Mayfield is going to let this go for the end zone.
Oh, my God. Come on, Baker.
Desmond
Give me
King
something.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Damn, Baker.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season.
Got the man beat, man. You got to throw it to him.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. One.
They'll run with Smith. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go, D. Check. Crunch.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here. And a late
how was that a face mask?
I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Oh, my God, bro.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
He's checking.
Following the penalty, Anderson. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Check 52.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's going
Look,
to be
another
brought down
flag,
by the
bro.
face mask. Here come the flags.
Oh, my
This is going to
God,
get him first
bro.
down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming
Oh,
out.
my
And I
God,
always
bro.
enjoy
I don't
the
know what the fuck to
conversation
do.
post.
This shit crazy.
Because officials always tell you, I don't
And they
want
call
to throw
like
the flag,
motherfucking 6
but you
goddamn
caused the
face mask
flag.
calls
You did
on
it.
me.
I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They run it again with Anderson. And a nice
They
pickup there.
keep
Gets
calling
about
face
5
mask
down
calls
the
on me,
4-yard
bro.
line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Smith is the lone man in the backfield here as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Check 50. Check 50.
He'll get it up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice,
They
trying
done
to get
called
there
like
for a
18
third
face
time.
mask calls on
No
that
one likes to
nigga
have
and
the
shit.
hat trick against them.
They come out here in the eye.
Free-ass fucking
They've been
guards
so
and shit.
good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Try to punch it in with Smith. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Bullock's kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of this?
Most of the time in the first half.
That he's into the clear. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play that time out of Chubb. And even 60 yards for him on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They run. Chubb. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Check. Hey, check 24, check 24. Say.
On second down, it's Johnson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 12 yards there and a first down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
They come out here in the eye. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Alert.
They'll give it to Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be second and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
180. Real. Check safety. Alert 3. Switch. Watch out.
They'll try again with Chubb. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This is third and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on third and goal. A run for Nick Chubb.
Come on.
Chubb fumbled.
Oh, and they say he fumbled.
Turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, my God.
Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it,
they gave me so many fucking
make sure
penalty
you
calls,
attention
bro.
to
It
him.
ain't funny,
Get after
bro.
the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
It ain't even funny, my nigga. Like, I done had 5. I had 5 face mask calls, bro. 5 of them. That was just in the first half.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Chips over here. There's overload.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Being chased out left. And he'll score.
Good job, Baker.
Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
He got a little wheels on him.
On for the extra point. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7.
Makes the score Bengals 20, Browns 7.
I hate that snow, bro. That snow's some bullshit.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
I know, but still, like, that should be making your receivers fall down and shit, all types of shit, bro. Overthrowing balls, everything, bro. I done overthrew a ball, I'm like, man.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the
He
practices
gonna take this
we've
bitch
watched
all the way
where they
down
have
to
that tempo
0.
period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Wide, get wide. Under 10.
From the 27, Mariota looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This nigga about to take this shit all the way down to 0, bro. He ain't. Oh, shit.
They'll try to run forward with Smith.
Oh, my God.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Bro.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They keep it with Smith on first down. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Hey, defense, let's go. Slam.
Working out of the gun, Mariota.
Thank you for getting there.
Down he goes. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now a give right side. Bernard. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys.
I know his O-line blocking like
nice
a motherfucker right
run.
now, boy.
staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Slam, slam, slam. One. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number three.
Mariota to throw for it on fourth. It's caught. Smith. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
He is supposed to get there.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Undercrunch. Tight dog.
On first down, Smith. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They go back to the ground with Smith. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a third down.
Watch the twist. Show it up. Shit. Three. No. Shit. One.
From the gun, Mariota going for it all. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up fourth down. They've gone to the fourth quarter now in Dallas. The Redskins have scored yet again. They've really opened that one up. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near.
I did, though, bro. I got played on this game, bro. They played me. I got played, boy.
Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on fourth down. Now Mariota on fourth down. Letting one go deep for the end. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green with touchdown number 8 on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one
who in there commenting, motherfucking
over.
Twan?
How about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded at the 6.
Yeah, I got played this game,
the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
I got played like a motherfucker this game, boy. Bruh. I got 6 face mask calls called on me, bro.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled.
Then Baker overthrew some shit.
Here at the end just to take
he
it
ain't
to
throwing the
week.
ball
Sometimes
right like I
teams
want
to
to.
do that,
Like,
and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team,
shit,
and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So now they come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
King! Hurry! 51.
Now Mayfield.
look at that, though. Look at that. Look how he throwing the ball. Like, I'm lobbing that shit. I'm lobbing that shit.
Lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care.
Baker just ain't releasing the ball right.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. One.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he'll work
He's
it
picking up the
midfield
whole blitz. I'm like,
45.
man, get the fuck out of here.
17 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Mike, stop your whining. Check that.
Throwing here, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right.
Oh, my God.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They acting retarded out here, boy. Hell yeah, man.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Them motherfuckers made me get hella penalties called on me, all that shit, boy. This was my day.
Again, Mariota. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. 3rd and long here for Mariota. And he's going to go down again. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game,
and shit, boy.
Shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get.
Hella interceptions. This motherfucker Baker Mayfield missing wide open receivers and shit, boy.
So for the Bengals, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10
man, it just wasn't my day to day.
That is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless.
I mean, shit.
Meanwhile, for Cleveland,
it wasn't your year
this
either.
loss will mean they finish the season
we
right
in the
at
same
500
boat.
at 8-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure.
Man, I'm
Brandon
telling
Gunn.
you, bro,
Certainly have to thank Charles
you ain't make
Davis,
the
my
playoffs
broadcast
just like
partner,
I
and our
ain't make the playoffs,
entire
my
crew.
nigga.
We'll catch you next time
the
right
same
here.
boat,
It's the
bro.
NFL on EA Sports.
It don't matter, bro. It don't, bro. Damn, for real, huh? Is that right, CA? Well, this Madden, bro. Anything can happen, bro. This Madden, bro. Anything can happen. That nigga threw 4 fucking picks. Alright, I can unmute Twan. I had to unmute Twan though.
Yeah, bro. Everybody go to
I had to unmute you. I had to mute you though, Twan.
I care about mouse.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, no.
Yeah, it's over.